All right, so in this video, I'm going to break it down for you in two sections. I'm going to keep it super simple. I am going to identify for you what is an estate tax so you really have a better understanding what is really an estate tax. And the second part of the video, we'll talk about estate planning and what is a trust, how are trusts used to help you do some estate planning for yourself. Hey, my name is Boris Mushev. I'm a CPA and a tax strategist. I actually work with a lot of business owners throughout the country that are making $1 million or more in their business, and I save them hundreds of thousands of dollars on taxes. And I've realized there's a need for the same business owners to know about estate planning, and this is why I'm making this video. I also have a lot of free resources for you below this video in the description. Check it out, download it. It's all for free, all for you, the business owner, to not only pay less taxes now, but so that your children can pay less taxes in the future when they inherit your stuff. All right, so I also have chapters in this video, so feel free to basically skip through the chapters if you know some areas of this thing that I'm about to teach you, which is estate tax. So let's talk about estate tax. What is really an estate tax? This thing is so bad. like I get chills even talking about it. So I'm going to give you an example to put it in perspective, okay? So before an example, I actually want to introduce you to something that is called an exemption, a lifetime exemption. So you as an individual have a lifetime exemption of $13.61 million. Let's just say $14 million for the sake of this video. That means throughout your life, you can gift things to your children, family members, or whoever that may be, up to $14 million with no tax consequences, okay? So that is called lifetime exemption. $14 million, that means, hey, go ahead and knock yourself out, make gifts, whether you want to gift a real estate to your children, you want to gift your business to your children, to your wife, to your family member, whatever it is, up to $14 million, that's what you can do. That is called lifetime exemption. A lot of people don't use up their lifetime exemption. They actually die with their lifetime exemption of $14 million. So now let's take an example and I'll show you how bad this estate tax is. Let's use an example. Let's say you're that business owner, you have no cash, right? You're 80 years old, you're like dying, and you this is like so bad to say, but like you got no cash, but you own real estate. That real estate is worth $20 million, okay? So we're using an example. You're not leaving any cash. You only got real estate. Let's just say this is the asset. It's $20 million. So when you pass away, this $20 million would go to your children, correct? Not so fast. 20 million minus 14 million of your lifetime exemption, 6 million is left over. There is going to be an estate tax on that $6 million. That's right. That means your estate is going to have to pay tax before anything is given out to your children. But there is no cash in your estate. What do? Your estate will be forced to sell some of the assets. That's right. Forced to sell some of the assets to satisfy that tax before anything is given out to your children. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what I call the death tax. It is also referred to as an inheritance tax or an estate tax to make it look so nice. It's really nasty. Okay, so now let's talk about how can you do some estate planning. By the way, if you are new to my channel, please go ahead and click subscribe, because every week, or at least every week, I try to release a new video for you, the business owner, so I can teach you how to pay less in taxes, and really a practical video, practical tax strategies. And I always say, if you're a successful business owner, you do not have a tax advisor, get yourself a tax advisor, because the only way you can pay less in taxes now and less taxes your children will pay in the future is if you get yourself a tax advisor. And if you've got an accountant that's just putting the right numbers in the right boxes, you are overpaying in taxes. All right, let's talk about trusts. How can trusts actually help you with estate planning? So think of it this way, and I'm talking about specifically irrevocable trusts, right? So we're not talking about living trusts. We're talking about irrevocable trusts. And why are they such a powerful tool for estate planning? So remember that example that I told you about real estate, and it is worth $20 million at the time that, for example, if you pass away, right? So if you bought that real estate, let's say when it was $2 million, I'm just going to use a very simple example, right? You bought this plot of real estate, you're like, oh, this area is going to boom, and this real estate is going to be worth $100 million, right? and you're like, I am going, but right now it costs you $2 million and its fair market value is $2 million. And you're like, you're going to open up a trust, which is generally, they're referred to as dynasty trust, okay? You're going to open up a trust and you're going to gift that real estate to that trust. Now that trust is now going to absorb this real estate, and this real estate is going to be owned by this trust. But again, ladies and gentlemen, don't take just this video and run with it. Definitely speak to your tax advisor, and you should have an estate planning attorney on your team to be able to do this. All right, so again, this is just purely for educational purposes. Now again, what you're gonna do is that transfer that to the trust, and now when you pass away and this real estate is in fact 20 million or $100 million, well, because it is outside of your state, you do not, or your estate does not end up paying any estate taxes. But you've got this trust, and this trust has beneficiaries, and you can make stipulations in this trust. My beneficiaries, that are my children, can get these assets distributed to them, not distributed to them when they reach certain age, or like, hey, if my children get married, something like that. You can make it up as you go, but definitely speak to your tax advisor. But estate planning is so important because I'm currently working with a client that has a super wildly successful business, and they're building an app, and this app is going to be a phenomenon, right? Like, it's going to be amazing. And based on the valuation right now, based on the future valuation, this app could be worth hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So like, all right, I'm like, let's take a step back for a second. This app is worth nothing because it is in a development stage, but it could be worth many, many millions of dollars of taxes. So we got connected with an estate planning attorney. Remember, you always want to have a tax advisor working together with your estate planning attorney or financial advisors, whoever you have, because tax advisors know exactly what type of questions to ask. And hopefully you've got the right tax advisor, okay? So I'm like, hey, let's get with the estate planning attorney. I'm like, hey, this client has this asset that may boom, and looks like this could be a big hit. Great. So now there's planning involved to make sure that we use this information, right? We use this planning to put this asset, this app into a trust so we can do proper estate planning. So when the person does pass away, my client passes away, the estate is less than $14 million, because if her estate is less than $14 million, there's no estate tax. And you can do this practically with any asset that you own. Again, do it with the help of your tax advisor, of course, okay? So again, that could be your real estate. That could be your, new businesses that you're starting, or certain businesses that are going to do very, very well and be high, and be valued very, very high. Certain businesses, you can transfer that interest into your trust, protect it so that when your children inherit it, you don't have to pay any estate tax. All right. I hope this video was super helpful. Now that you understand what is an estate planning, you understand the importance of estate planning and how your children can actually keep what you give them. Thanks so much.